Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Empowerment 101 podcast, a part of Hardy Girls Healthy Women's 2021 spring conferences. Hope you enjoy. All right, so I'm Ruby.
I'm also Ruby.
And today we're going to be having a conversation on internalized male gaze and lenses in society.
Yeah, so internalized male gaze basically means a manifestation of unequal societal power between the gazing man and the gazed upon woman. It also is a conscious and subconscious social effort to develop gender inequality in service and to a patriarchal sexual order.
And a societal lens is how a person views a certain situation. So there are many factors that go into developing a person's social lens and their perception of the world. This includes race, culture, religion, gender, physical and mental health, their economic status. So we both, as women in this world, had our fair share of experiences with both of these.
Definitely.
Would you like to go first?
Sure. So for me, I first learned about social lenses I got to go to this amazing workshop and I got to hear Nicole Main speak, and she's an amazing transgender advocate, and she's awesome. But I got to go to this amazing conference and I learned so much about social lenses because it was kind of this workshop where there was different signs around the room and we got told a topic and we had to go stand next to the one that we felt would be our reason for the way we argued it. And hearing everybody's kind of different opinions on that topic, it kind of made me realize how everyone sees things differently and how we have to understand each other, not just based on what's going on in our lives, but also what has happened in our lives. Yeah, and I use it every day. Like if I'm giving a speech at school, or I think about the way that I am speaking on a topic and why I'm speaking that way. Because what I've gone through in my life is how I perceive something. How about you?
So, I mean, I'm trying to look back right now and think of different situations I've been in. But definitely as a woman walking around in a patriarchal society, I'm always going to be viewed as meek, or especially because I'm really small. I'm 5 feet tall.
Same.
Yeah. So I'm always gonna be a little adorable or cute, which has always been a little. I hate it when people call me that.
Same.
But so that's that's a great example of how I've been viewed by societal lenses. And a lot of the time when I'm called adorable or cute, it's by men, because they're all really tall. So they're oh, you're so cute, you're adorable, you're so tiny. So I think that that's really the best example I can come up with.
Yeah.
Of a time when I was viewed by the male gaze, and then also seen through these societal lenses.
Definitely.
Any sense?
I am tiny. I am small, but I am a bigger set girl. I definitely have had my fair share of men coming up to me at a family gathering or my homecoming date telling me that I am not beautiful because I'm bigger, which is not correct, ladies. You are beautiful no matter what. And I've had this perception put on me that just because I look different, or just because I'm smaller, I am therefore less than, or I can't it's so ridiculous when a woman is classified by her body size, which should not be happening. You are as beautiful as any person, whether you're size. If you're a size 2, you're beautiful. If you're a size 20, you're beautiful. It doesn't matter. So this male gaze that is put upon women is really driving us as women to believe that we are less than just because of the way someone else perceives us, which is not okay.
Yeah. And you should look out for that too, because that's going to be talked about in quite a few other of the conferences that are happening this week.
Definitely. Make sure you look out for it.
But I totally agree. Like, because we are women in this world, we're viewed based on what we look like much rather than who we are as people.
Yes. And kind of the male gaze, it's just an objectification. It's an attempt to, like, the objectification of women is an attempt to solve the problem of the male gaze. And it's so ridiculous.
So I think that's a great place to transition into our kind of next topic-ish.
Yes.
Which is, why should you care, and how does it affect your life? So,
why do you think people should care?
Well, I think people should care because it affects their everyday life. But really, it is like just what Ruby said, other Ruby, is that the way that we're viewed changes the opportunities we'll have in life. It changes the job opportunities we have. It'll change the relationships we're able to have. It'll change, like, whoever you're in class with, like whoever your teacher is, like it's going to affect the way that they see you. It's going to affect the way you're seen in all of these different social situations.
Definitely. And also, you should care because it not only affects your life, but it also affects those around you, and it affects the women that are in your life. Like, it not only affects you, but it affects the women around you in your life. Those women in your everyday life are probably dealing with the same things that you are. So being able to understand these biases and the male gaze will allow you to help other women and help yourself in turn. And like, all of these internal biases that we go through life with and these preconceptions that we put on, we need to learn as a society, not just as women, how to learn that we have these internal biases and appreciate them, but also not directly act based on them. Kind of taking what we know and also interpreting everything else and trying to formulate how we can help better society and cause a ruckus, and help others.
Yeah, exactly. Like, feminism isn't just fighting for your own rights.
Yes.
And I feel like that's something that definitely gets, like, put to the side a lot, but it really is. It's fighting for every single woman.
Yep, definitely. So I think that's a good transition into us helping a few women answer some questions about this topic. So our first question is, how do I deal with mansplaining and objectification?
Ooh, that's a big one.
That is a big one.
Would you like to go first, or should I?
You can. Okay. Yeah, you can go first.
To deal with it is really just to make your own space. And to, like, try to hold that space, which is really, really, really difficult. And it's something that I'm still trying to learn how to do. It's something we'll probably always be working on. Like, you can never hold too much space because you're always going to be able to then hold space for other people. But really it is just, like, being able to, like, stand tall and be able to assert yourself. And the only way that I can really ever deal with that is to, like, make it very clear that that is my space. Mm-hmm. This is my space. This is my area of expertise.
That's right. Yes.
And that's really all you can ever do.
Yes. Like, learn to conquer your space. I think that's a great point. And, like, not letting anybody take that control away from you, because that is you. And I've definitely gone through similar things. I'm president of my class at my school. I work so hard. I'm on leadership with all these teachers, and I had I had a student come up to me and ask me a question, and then I told him the answer to the question that about our school system and like what we were doing in this situation. And he comes back with a response that I can just he tried to explain to me why I was not correct. And I literally was like, what? I was like, you don't need to try to explain what I know to me. That is not your job. I know what's happening. You need to stay in your lane. And it's really just dominating. You don't have to consume everything, but you just need to understand that you do not let somebody take your power away. That is your power, and it is yours, and you do not, yeah.
Yeah. This isn't going to change very quickly.
No.
Like, we can make steps towards change, and we can, like, continue to advocate, but really what it is just holding your space and, like, taking control of your power.
Yep. And it's making these changes for you and for those around you. And yeah, just you making those changes can help the overall change. We can't change it overnight, but with every single little person, we can make a difference.
Yes.
Wow, this has been so fun. I've enjoyed every single moment of it. I'm Ruby, once again.
And I'm Ruby Green. Should we separate them?
Yes, and we hope you'll tune in for our next episode.
Yes, so we're going to be having a couple of different episodes released this week. So this has been our internalized male gaze and lenses in society episode. Tune in for another day for our femininity and feminism episode. And last but not least, our third episode that will be released is how to be unapologetic as a woman and how to not feel guilty about being angry.
So important. Such wise words. Well, we hope you enjoyed, and we hope you'll tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.